Today's unexpected story reveals a man shared his wife with his brother, a unique story. Most of the time such stories end badly, but this is not the case here. One expressed his opinion, and the other felt it, and the third made them cross the limits. We feel uncomfortable telling this story. That's how low the mentality of humans has fallen. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Maxi Motivation Life. Just imagine a relationship which is so personal and unique. A husband who shares his own wife with his brother. Why and how did this happen? Let's know in detail. So the story begins with Jack and Lisa. Jack and Lisa got married 3 years ago, and their life looked perfect from the outside. Jack was a hardworking and sorted person, and Lisa was a loving and supportive wife. But like every relationship, there were some flaws between them too, which were not visible from the outside. Then Dan enters the story. Jack's younger brother. Dan's life was like a flowing river. He never found stability in one place or in one relationship. Recently, he had come back home after many failed jobs and relationships, feeling lost. Seeing Jack's happy life, he always remembered why he didn't have all this. One night, when all the family members were sitting for dinner, Dan expressed his troubles. He said that he was feeling lonely and there was no stability in his life. Dan was becoming depressed. Jack was listening to his younger brother as usual, but Lisa started feeling the emotions behind his words. Lisa and Dan had a heart-to-heart talk, and slowly this sympathy turned into a deep feeling. And this is where the story took a new turn. Jack started feeling the growing closeness between his wife and brother. At first he was suspicious, but later he realized that Dan needed stability and happiness. He realized that Dan might have feelings for Lisa, and the most shocking thing was that perhaps Lisa was beginning to feel something for Dan too. One night, Jack made Lisa an offer that perhaps no one could have imagined, and said, "What if you make room in your heart for Dan, more than a friend?" Jack said, "I want my brother and wife to be happy." Even that meant that he would share his most precious thing with someone. Jack had made up his mind. This decision was not easy for Lisa. On the one hand, she loved her husband Jack very much, but on the other hand, she had a different kind of attachment to Dan. Lisa thought that maybe Jack's love was so deep that he could handle this unique relationship. Now imagine a relationship that challenges every rule of society, confronts insecurities and real desires, ignores what people say. So they decided to give this unique relationship a chance. As Jack and Dan began sharing their lives together with Lisa, they respected each other's boundaries. They endured society's gossip and judgment, but were held together by each other's love and support. The most emotional twist in the story came when Lisa revealed she was pregnant a few months later. The question now was, who was the baby's father? Jack decided that he would raise the baby, no matter who the real father was. But for Dan, it was the first chance of stability in his life. The twist here is that they never decided to take a paternity test. For them, the baby was not Jack's or Dan's. It was a symbol of their collective love, and they are still together. So what does this story mean? Is it a story of modern love? Or an example of crossing the limits? Is it an example of family and sacrifice? Or against the limits of marriage? Can you share your love for your brother's happiness? Share your opinion in the comments below. Did you find this story inspiring or uncomfortable? For me, it is uncomfortable. How do you see this story? If you liked the video, do not forget to like and subscribe. And yes, keep watching our channel for more such unique stories.